Hey guys, welcome to Butterfly Goddess Tarot, and I am here to do a love reading for the month of November for my Aries. So I do have to say that the message cannot and will not resonate with everyone. I also want to say in advance, thank you all for watching. Let's get into your cards because your story is kind of interesting. So, and I don't normally read reversals, but I felt like Spirit wanted me to leave the cards exactly how they came out. So you all have the Hermit reversed, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Five of Swords reversed. So with the Hermit in reverse, that talks about someone who is in a situation of unhealthy isolation. For some of you all, I'm kind of feeling like, it could even represent somewhat of a mild depression. It doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but I'm feeling like the collective of you all who are watching this and need to hear this message, you'll know if it resonates with you all. But like I said, the Hermit in reverse is definitely talking about somebody who needs honestly to reconnect with the things that they love in order to feel better, whether that's certain people or certain places or certain activities that you do that you kind of pulled back on. And you have the Queen of Cups also, which talks about a good outlook. So something is telling me that the minute you come out of this energy where you have kind of like pulled yourself into and it's not even isolation where you're taking the time to really like think and gather your thoughts and make a plan and decide which way to move. It's like isolation with no real goal, or isolation just literally for the sake of being melancholy. I never use that word. That's so interesting. But like I said, reconnection is needed here. And like I said, it could be with a person, it could be with an activity, a place, a thing. But so the last card is the Five of Swords in reverse. And that talks about, which to me kind of feels like it relates to this Hermit card. It talks about sacrificing your happiness or your need to feel, sacrificing your happiness so that you could prove you're right in a situation. So this is kind of telling me, for some of you all, I feel like it's isolation where you've kind of withdrawn. But for some of you all, I feel like you've isolated yourself to show someone that you can go without them. Or this could be vice versa, or they've isolated themselves to prove a point, just simply to say, oh, I don't need, not that, yes. So I guess it could be, that I don't need you and I'm right. And you just need to know that I could take you or leave you. But with the Queen of Cups and dead in the center, that tells me that, there's love here and they are sacrificing that love just to say that they're right. And, like I said, this message is not for everybody and it may not make sense to some of you all, but if it's your message, you'll know exactly, how it resonates in your situation. But, with this person, it's like there is love there, whether you love the other person or, it's Queen of Cups represents mutual love. So there's no doubt that you either love a person, and they love you too. But one of you all has chosen to step back. And this is almost a form of manipulation, to be honest with you, because, because I don't, in a relationship, it's not really about proving a point. It's more about being honest, being upfront about the way you're feeling about a situation, and then trying to work with your partner in order to move forward, to come to a resolution, to have a better understanding of, each other's thoughts or wants, needs, and desires. So, you know, really, this is, like I said, this is going into hermit mode without any purpose of, like, with no real goal in mind except for to prove you're right. And that's not even really a goal. Like, what are you actually proving? You know, to me, it's not worth sacrificing your happiness and making someone else miserable, because if they love you, they don't want you to, you know, separate from them. Like I said here, you know, reconnection is actually the thing that will fix this situation, that will bring you back into this middle place, this place of harmony and peace. I feel like your message is actually, even though it's super complicated, I kind of feel like it's exact, you know, it's very clear. Like, you guys were together, something happened, and one of you, there's love there, but someone is kind of maybe pig-headed, male or female in the situation, does not really matter. But someone's kind of pig-headed, and they're like, they didn't see my point. Well, I guess they'll see it when I walk away, and they'll know I'm right then. Are you kidding me? Like, no, we have to move and function in the world, even when people don't think that we're right and they never come to the understanding that we're right. Like, sometimes you literally just have to agree to disagree for the bigger picture. Like, you know, you guys want to be together, so work it out. Honestly, like, that's what that's the message. Clear as day. Work it out. Figure it out. Come out of isolation. If you have put yourself in isolation to prove you're right, like, honestly, I'm saying you got to do better. Or if this is the other person, they got to do better. And the only way to do better is to literally, you know, come out of isolation and just simply face whatever the issue is that you have had head on. And because there is love here, it can definitely be worked out. The Queen of Cups represents, you know, just an abundance of love, abundance of happiness, and equal give and take. It's a, you know, it's a card that you want to see in relationships. Cups represent emotions. You guys are full of them. Whether or not you share them, that may be another situation, but I feel like just being open and honest communication is definitely what's going to bring this thing back together. So this was the message for my Aries for the month of November. I do, you know, I'm definitely interested in seeing what your future messages have to say, because, you know, to see if I connect with the same energy, that would definitely be interesting to see. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Please stay tuned for more messages in the future. Talk to you soon.